Hi, and welcome to Naukri Ninja. In this video, I'll guide you how to crack a sales interview at Jaro. If you watch this full video, I guarantee that you can easily crack the interview. So let's start with knowing about what is Jaro. Jaro is an edtech company. It's India's most trusted online higher education company with more than 20 centers across India. Jaro was founded in 2009 by Dr. Sanjay Salunke. It has more than 28 plus management technology and techno-functional programs in collaboration with top-ranked colleges. Jaro is tied up with institutes like Imperial College in London, University of Toronto, top IIMs and others. तो Jaro basically वर्ल्ड के टॉप यूनिवर्सिटीज कॉलेजेस और इंस्टीट्यूट से ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन लेने में हेल्प करता है. नाउ लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड मोर अबाउट द रोल. जिस रोल के लिए आप इंटरव्यू दे रहे हो उस रोल का नाम है करियर डेवलपमेंट एग्जीक्यूटिव. In other companies, it's also called as business development associate or business development executive. But here at Jaro, it is called as career development executive. Now, what are the roles and responsibilities of a career development executive? So, your daily responsibilities would look something like this. You'll be doing calls to a minimum of 80 to 100 working professionals each day on the giving set of leads. You'll be helping these prospect students or working professionals by sharing detailed information about programs or courses offered through these universities or colleges. तो आप बेसिकली क्या करेंगे, आप रोज 80 to 100 लोगों से कनेक्ट करेंगे यूजिंग अ फोन कॉल और मे बी समटाइम्स वीडियो काउंसलिंग एंड टेलिंग देम अबाउट कैसा कोर्स होता है, क्या प्राइस है, एंड दैट इज हाउ यू विल बी बिल्डिंग अ स्ट्रॉन्ग पाइपलाइन फॉर एन एंटायर वीक और एन एंटायर मंथ. Because you'll be having monthly and weekly targets to achieve. You need to make sure that you are ensuring and completing your daily targets and daily KRAs. That is your key result areas. So I think now you know about the company and the job description pretty well. Now let's understand what basic techniques you can use to crack this interview easily. Let's start with your communication skills. Always make sure you need to speak very fluently because this job requires fluent communication in English. The HR might ask you that, "Hi, tell me about yourself." You need to keep a few things in mind before starting with your introduction. Let's take the first situation, like if you're a fresher. Now, you are a fresher and you don't really have any experiences to share. तो यहाँ पे आपको बेसिकली अपने एजुकेशनल बैकग्राउंड के बारे में बताना है, अपनी स्किल्स के बारे में बताना है. Just start with a basic introduction that, "Hi, my name is this. I have completed my bachelor's of commerce from this university," or whatever your degree is or whatever your college or stream is. You can also tell about an internship that you did during your college that would add up to your experience as a fresher. The next question would be, why Jaro? आपको Jaro क्यों join करना है? So you should have a very positive answer. You can do a research about the company. You can tell कि Jaro ने growth अभी बहुत अच्छी ली है in the last few years and I want to be a part of a growing company. You can also add up that you want to join a sales team and you think that Jaro is one of the top companies to join a sales team for. Then they'll be asking you that why do you want to do sales? As a fresher, you can tell that you think that you like talking to people, you like pitching your product, and you think that you can really make a career at sales. That's why you want to join Jaro, that too as a salesperson or basically a career development executive. Let's take the second situation now. If you are an experienced person, during your introduction, start with your basic introduction. Do not mention about your schooling. Don't tell that I have studied from St. Xavier's High School or St. Aloysius School, etc. Directly jump onto your college background. You can tell that you have pursued this degree from this college, or you can also tell about your stream, that you come from a science stream or a math stream or commerce stream, etc. For an experienced person, the work experience explanation is very important. You need to cover what you have done in your previous company. For example, if you come from a company like Byju's and if you've done sales previously, tell that you were working with Byju's for these many months and you had this target. For example, hi, my name is this and I have been part of Byju's as a business development associate. I had around 2 lakh per month as my sales target and I was easily able to achieve it. I was doing these many calls in a day. I was doing these many sales in a month. This was the average ticket size. This is how your experience should be more defined, full of numbers. Now let's deep dive to how to explain about your work experience in detail. Start with your roles and responsibilities of the last job that you did. Like I was calling 100 leads per day, or I was explaining about the product over a Zoom call or a Google Meet, over a video call, or over a call simply. How were you closing sales? What were the techniques that you were using in your last company that helped you in achieving your sales targets? आप ये भी बता सकते हो कि आपने एक महीने में हाईएस्ट टारगेट कितना किया. You can tell about your best month, about the best technique that you used. For example, you can tell that I maintained a rapport with the customer. So the rapport helped me in achieving my sales targets better. You can tell positive things about your last company. Do not talk negative, do not crib about your company. ये मत बताना मेरे मैनेजर मुझे परेशान करते थे, संडे को कॉल करते थे. नेगेटिव चीजें कवर करने से the person will think that you are cribbing about your company or talking negative about your company. That would definitely give a very bad impression. Be ready with your numbers. Like what were your monthly targets? How were you doing it in a week? How were you planning it in a week? Let's take a small example. For example, the person asks you what was the monthly target. You can tell that, yeah, I had a monthly target of around 6 lakhs. The person may ask that how were you achieving it or how were you planning it. You can tell that I was dividing it into 4 parts as per 4 weeks. तो मैं ऐसा टारगेट कर रहा था कि मैं एक वीक में 1.5 लाख अचीव कर लूं मिनिमम so that my entire month's target is achieved easily. You can also tell that how many calls were you doing in a day to achieve that number. Now, a very big question would be, why do you want to join Jaro? You can answer this question very confidently. You can start with telling about that your goals are very aligned with the goals of Jaro. You can tell that you are very impressed with the growth it has seen in the last few years. आप ऐसे भी बता सकते हो कि आपके कुछ फ्रेंड्स जारो में काम करते हैं जो बताते हैं कि वर्क कल्चर बहुत अच्छा है, वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस बहुत अच्छा है, एंड ऑल्सो you want to start your career in sales or you want to continue your career in sales, and Jaro is a very good platform for doing that. And that's how you can cover all the important details while your introduction and your work experience. Now let's dig right into the sales pitch. While giving a sales interview, the interviewer will definitely ask you for a sales pitch. और इसमें आपको बिल्कुल नहीं डरना है. सेल्स पिच बेसिकली बहुत सिंपल होती है अगर आप कॉन्फिडेंट हैं और अगर आपको सेल करना ही है. सेल्स में कॉन्फिडेंस एंड इंटेंशन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड हाउ टू सेल एनी प्रोडक्ट. So, you have to follow the correct sequence while presenting a sales pitch. Always start with a good introduction. You can start by introducing yourself as a counselor and not a salesperson. Remember that. You can start like, hi, am I speaking to Ayush? Hi Ayush, I am a career counselor at Jaro. So that's how a confident and the correct approach is very important while introducing yourself as a counselor and not a salesperson. The next thing comes is rapport building or relationship building. You can ask the person, how are you doing? How's the day going? How's the week going? How are your studies going? And I got to know that, yeah, you're very concerned about your career and that is why you have inquired to study in this university or this college. And I think that you've made a correct decision to study here. Let me guide you how you can ace in this decision. That's how building a relationship, building a personal touch or a rapport would help you in engaging with the customer better. इससे आप एक कस्टमर से पर्सनल टच बना के उनको ईजिली अपने प्रोडक्ट के बारे में बता पाएंगे। नहीं तो यूजुअली क्या होता है ना, द पर्सन वुड टेल, हाई आई एम बिजी, कॉल मी लेटर, आई एम नॉट इंटरेस्टेड, बट यू हैव टू बी वेरी पॉजिटिव इन योर वेरी फर्स्ट लाइन ऑफ इंट्रोडक्शन एंड रैपो बिल्डिंग। रैपो बिल्डिंग के बाद एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेप आता है जो होता है नीड जनरेशन। अगर नीड जनरेशन नहीं होता है प्रॉपरली, द कस्टमर विल नॉट इवन स्पीक टू यू फॉर अ लॉन्गर टाइम। You need to generate the need in a very smooth way. You can tell that I got to know that you've inquired to study at this university. And I think that you've made the correct choice. But let me explain you better about how you can ace in selecting the correct university. So, like that, when you generate need, the customer will also be engaged and interested in the conversation. इसके बाद आता है प्रोडक्ट पिचिंग। कभी भी कॉल करते ही साथ प्रोडक्ट पिच मत करना। फर्स्ट, फॉलो द स्टेप्स प्रॉपर्ली। इंट्रोड्यूस, रैपो बिल्ड, फिर नीड जनरेशन एंड देन कम्स द प्रोडक्ट पिचिंग। Now, after having all these things done, you can tell that I'm calling from Jaro, and as I mentioned, I am here to help you with your university selection, and I'm your career counselor for the same. Then you will be pitching about the Jaro product. You can get all the details on the website. Then you'll also should know the correct price. ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर आपका सेल्स पिच चल रहा है, इंटरव्यू चल रहा है, तो आप कोई भी प्राइस बता दोगे। नो, यू नीड टू नो द करेक्ट प्राइसिंग ऑफ द कोर्स दैट यू आर पिचिंग। सो आई वुड सजेस्ट यू, आप जारो का वेबसाइट ओपन करके सारी प्राइस डिटेल्स, जो भी कोर्स में है वो उसके डिटेल्स, डिस्काउंट, एवरीथिंग यू शुड नो प्रॉपरली। आफ्टर पिचिंग द प्राइस, द कस्टमर माइट साउंड लाइक ओके, मैं आपको पेरेंट्स से बात करके बताता हूँ, या तो आई थिंक अबाउट इट, या तो अभी मेरे प्लान्स नहीं है। बट यू ऑल्सो नीड टू क्रिएट अर्जेंसी. For example, how these bigger brands like Myntra create an urgency by telling that there are big billion days going, you have 50% discount from 12 December to 16 December, etc. You do not have to exactly say like this, but at least you can say that currently we are having a 10% off if you finalize your enrollment by this week. Or maybe if you give a booking amount today, you can avail 20% discount on this university that you're planning to enroll for. So like this, by giving discounts and also by telling EMI options that आपको ये पूरा फीस एक बार में पे नहीं करना है. You have an EMI option by doing just a down payment of this amount, you can avail this. So that is how, by telling about discounts and EMI options, you can really create an urgency, and you can also even close the sale in the sales pitch itself. So that is how you can impress the interviewer by showing about your sales techniques and skills. Next, there would be conditional questions that the interviewer could ask you, just to understand how well you are in reasoning or how well are you in handling situations. Now, after the sales pitch, there could be some conditional questions as well. The interviewer can ask you stupid questions. अजीब से questions पूछ सकते हैं, जैसे कि वेजिटेरियन को मछली कैसे बेचोगे, गंजे को कोम कैसे बेचोगे, इवन डेजर्ट में रेनकोट कैसे बेचोगे. यहाँ पे you need to be very creative and confident at the same time. You can tell, ठीक है, वेजिटेरियन को फिश बेचनी है तो जरूरी थोड़ी है खाने के लिए बेचनी है, वो फिश लेके एक्वेरियम में भी तो रख सकते हैं. Like that you can be witty and smart at the same time. आप बोल सकते हो, ठीक है, गंजे को कंघी करनी नहीं है, बट एटलीस्ट ही कैन यूज द कोम फॉर एक्यूप्रेशर, इवन फॉर स्क्रैचिंग, व्हाटएवर. लाइक दैट यू कैन बी स्मार्ट एंड विटी एट द सेम टाइम. यू कैन ऑल्सो टेल, रेनकोट बेचना है, ठीक है, डेजर्ट में रेनकोट बेचना है, सो द पर्सन कैन यूज रेनकोट एज फॉर कवरिंग हिमसेल्फ टू सेव हिमसेल्फ फ्रॉम डस्ट एंड सन. Yeah, that's how you can easily ace these conditional questions. Next comes a few quick tips that you can use to present yourself as a smarter person. Always make sure that you're dressed formally. Do not randomly wear any random color t-shirt or lacy tops. No, do not do that. Always dress formally. Be full of energy. Do not start dull. इवन इफ योर डे इज वेरी बैड, अगर आपको सुबह उठते ही साथ चाय भी नहीं मिली है, अगर आप खाली पेट इंटरव्यू दे रहे हो, इंटरव्यूअर को नहीं पता होना चाहिए। अच्छे से ड्रेसअप होके जाओ और फुल ऑफ एनर्जी रहो। स्टार्ट विद अ वेरी एनर्जेटिक एंड कॉन्फिडेंट इंट्रोडक्शन, और आपकी लास्ट लाइन तक, जब तक आप इंटरव्यू से बाहर नहीं चले जाते या आपका इंटरव्यू गूगल मीट पे खत्म नहीं हो जाता, फिजिकली और ऑनलाइन, यू शुड बी फुल ऑफ एनर्जी। ऑलवेज एंड ऑलवेज स्पीक विथ कॉन्फिडेंस। अगर आपको कोई चीज नहीं पता है, गलत आंसर दे रहे हो, तो भी अगर कॉन्फिडेंस से दोगे तो द इंटरव्यूअर विल बी इम्प्रेस्ड। बी ओपन टू एक्सेप्ट एनी सिचुएशन। आपको बहुत डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशंस दे सकते हैं इंटरव्यूअर। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर आपका सेल्स टारगेट अचीव नहीं हुआ तो आप संडेज को काम कर सकते हो। ऑफकोर्स वो आपको संडेज को काम नहीं कराएंगे, बट दे मे आस्क यू दीज क्वेश्चंस जस्ट टू टेस्ट कि आप कितने पेशेंट हो या आप कितने ओपन टू चैलेंजेस हो। ऑलवेज बी पॉजिटिव टू दीज क्वेश्चंस। आप बोल सकते हैं, या आई एम टोटली ओपन टू वर्क ऑन संडेज इफ आई एम नॉट एबल टू अचीव माई टारगेट्स। आस्क लेस, टेल मोर। अब ऐसे कुछ लोग होते हैं जो इंटरव्यूअर का ही इंटरव्यू लेने लग जाते हैं कि सर वर्क टाइमिंग क्या है, सर संडे को तो काम नहीं करना है, सर कितने कॉल्स करने पड़ते हैं, सैलरी क्या है। नो, नेवर डू दैट। डू नॉट आस्क क्वेश्चंस विद द इंटरव्यूअर। यू आर हियर टू टेल मोर एंड मोर अबाउट योरसेल्फ। You can ask the person कि sir, do you have any other questions for me or do you want to know something more about me? ऐसे क्वेश्चंस आप करके उनको इम्प्रेस भी करोगे। एट द सेम टाइम आप एक ऐसा क्वेश्चन भी पूछ सकते हो कि सर व्हाट एग्जैक्टली आर यू एक्सपेक्टिंग फ्रॉम अ पर्सन फॉर दिस रोल। इससे क्या होगा, बेसिकली द इंटरव्यू विल टेल यू व्हाट काइंड ऑफ पर्सोना ही इज लुकिंग आउट फॉर। ये क्वेश्चन आप सारी चीजें बताने के बाद करना, पहले से मत करना। दिस वे यू कैन ऑल्सो टेल that yes, my goals also are very aligned with this job description that you've just told me. So like that, you have to ask less and tell more. Always and always value the interview timings. भले ही आपका फिजिकल इंटरव्यू हो या तो आपका ऑनलाइन इंटरव्यू हो, अगर 12 बजे से इंटरव्यू है तो आप 11:45 पहुंच जाओ, 15 मिनट पहले पहुंच जाओ अगर आपको फिजिकली प्रेजेंट होना है तो। सेम टाइम पे अगर आपका ऑनलाइन इंटरव्यू है, 5 मिनट पहले से ज्वाइन करके बैठ जाओ या 10 मिनट पहले से चेक कर लो कि इंटरनेट स्टेबल है, कैमरा वर्क कर रहा है कि नहीं। एंड ऑलवेज ज्वाइन यूजिंग अ लैपटॉप। डू नॉट रैंडमली सिट एनीवेयर इन अ गार्डन और इन अ कैफे एंड ज्वाइन यूजिंग योर फोन। डू नॉट डू दैट। बी फॉर्मल, join using a laptop with a stable internet connection and proper lightings and camera. लैपटॉप का कैमरा हमेशा ऑन करके इंटरव्यू ज्वाइन करना, अदरवाइज द इंटरव्यूअर विल टेक इट एज a नेगेटिव मार्क. Read well about the company and job description. इंटरव्यू देने के पहले ऑलवेज नो 100% अबाउट द कंपनी। जैसे मैंने की वीडियो की स्टार्टिंग में भी बताया कि कंपनी रिसर्च करना बहुत ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि अगर इंटरव्यूअर आपसे क्रॉस क्वेश्चंस करता है, यू शुड बी एबल टू आंसर देम। जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन पढ़ने से क्या होगा, आप अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस अकॉर्डिंगली फ्रेम करके बता सकते हो। डू नॉट टेल लाइज, झूठ मत बोलो कि मैंने इतना नहीं इतना टारगेट किया था, कुछ भी झूठ मत बोलो अपने बारे में। ऑलवेज टेल द पॉजिटिव फैक्ट्स फर्स्ट एंड यू कैन ऑल्सो टेल दैट सर भले ही मुझे ये नहीं आता है बट आई एम टोटली ओपन टू लर्न व्हाट यू आर लुकिंग फॉर. During the time of goodbye, always say goodbye with a very positive attitude. You can say that it was really great speaking to you, sir. It was a very positive chat today. You can also tell that I'm looking forward to hearing positive from you soon, sir. So that's how you can really ace an interview. And one quick tip here again. जैसे आपको कंडीशनल क्वेश्चंस पूछे थे या आपको कोई भी क्वेश्चंस अगर इंटरव्यूअर पूछता है, भले ही आप आंसर गलत दो, लेकिन अगर आप कॉन्फिडेंटली दोगे ना, द इंटरव्यूअर विल बी इम्प्रेस्ड. दे आर जस्ट चेकिंग हाउ कॉन्फिडेंट यू आर एंड हाउ गुड you are in handling situations. That's about it. Now, if you have any questions, you can comment down below. Thank you.